Welcome back to the channel, everybody. In this video, we're going over the top 5 ways that you should be marketing for insurance. Now, if you're new to the channel and you don't know, everything that I talk about on here has to do with marketing and advertising for insurance agencies, insurance agents, and if you've listened to me before, you know that if you want to be the best, you have to control your own marketing and advertising. Now, when I say control your marketing and advertising, there's really 2 ways you can do that. It's going to be in-house, where you or one of your employees or someone you hire actually runs and controls your advertising and marketing, or a marketing company. But really, at the end of the day, you don't want to be buying leads. And the reason I say that is because lead vendors and you have opposite goals. And lead vendor's goal is to make the most amount of profit from a lead they sell to you. And a lead just has no actual clue who you are. It's really just a product and somebody showed a minor amount of interest in it. Whereas your goal is to get somebody insurance, it's to get your face in front of people, it's to get out there and actually sell the product and to have the most profit for you. So if you're trying to make the most profit and the lead vendor's trying to make the most profit, you guys are kind of fighting with each other, because if they make profit, that's going to cut into yours. So that's why lead vendors just aren't always the best way to do it for people that want to actually run their own insurance agency, run their own insurance company. And that's really who this YouTube channel is for. The people that want to strive to reach goals, they want to have lofty goals. They want to be the best, because seriously, if you're going to do something, why are you not striving to be the best at it? And that's just really who I want to make these videos for. So again, the 2 options that are really good options are doing marketing in-house or having a marketing company do it. And if you're gonna have a marketing company do it, make sure that they know and understand advertising, insurance. They better understand advertising, but they also need to understand insurance, because if they don't, they just aren't really gonna understand the products. They're not gonna be able to get you the results that you want and the results you're looking for. But really, one of the best ways is to actually do it yourself, or to hire somebody to do it and train them to do it using these videos right here on my YouTube channel. All right, so now we're coming at you with the 5 best ways for marketing and advertising for insurance. Number 5 is direct mail. Now, almost all of you that watch this have probably bought direct mail leads, but that's not exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about if you're the insurance agency, the insurance business, even if you're a single person and you want to do direct mail, the best way to do it, the best way to do everything is to come up with the copy yourself. Come up with what is being shown to the end person. And this is really, direct mail is something that's been around forever, and a lot of people do it for lead generation, but not a lot of people know that you can actually do it for marketing and advertising and getting your name out there to people. It's probably a more expensive way to do it than some of the things on here, and it's a lot higher of a barrier to entry, because a lot of the times you'll have to have, if you really want to do it on scale, you're going to have mail houses and things like that. But you can just start by going down to your local post office and getting them to send out 1,000 letters to targeted people in your area, and come up with something that's different. If you're going to actually do this for yourself, for your agency, for your company, and you want to do direct mail because you think that that's a good way to reach people, which it is. I mean, it's a really good way to reach elderly people. So if your main focus is final expense or mortgage protection for people that actually sit there and look through their mail, which again is really only elderly people. I'm 25. I'm never in my life going to fill out a direct mail piece of advertising or lead. I get them from car companies. I get them from mortgage protection companies. I get them from a lot of places, and I'm seriously never going to do that. So if you want to do direct mail, understand who you're going to be sending it to. But at the same time, be different than other people. So one really cool way that you can be different than other people is to include something physical in the package. So a lot of times you'll see when car companies or car dealerships, they send out direct mail to have like a key in it and you can come win a prize. Well, regardless of if somebody's actually going to be interested in driving a car, they're going to feel like there's a key, there's something in that direct mail piece of packaging or whatever, and that's gonna intrigue them to actually open it, which is potentially then gonna get your message to get people to read it. So if you're gonna do direct mail and you're gonna send it out to advertise for yourself, a really other good way to do that, and I've seen a lot of people doing this, is retirement specialists. So whether that's insurance or if you're a financial advisor, a lot of the times they will use direct mail to send out letters to people to invite them to a seminar or to a dinner. But again, you're competing with other people that are doing the exact same thing, so be different. Include something in there that's going to grab somebody's attention. I really don't know exactly what it is. It could be tons of different things, but find something cheap but is going to grab somebody's attention, put it in there, and just be different. That's really one of the big things you're gonna hear from my channel is being different. Because if you be the same as everybody else, you're just gonna get ignored. Nobody's gonna care. All right, number 4 on my list is Google Ads. Google Ads is an amazing platform. It's been around for a long time. It's been around for advertising longer than Facebook has. A lot of some of the other things we're talking about, definitely not longer than direct mail. That's probably the oldest one here on my list. But Google Ads is a really, really good platform. Now, if you're gonna use Google Ads, understand that some of the keywords for insurance are very, very expensive. To get an ad out there right now for Google Ads on search to show up in the search results for the word insurance, it's like $28 a click. So that's really, really high. And you need to make sure if you're gonna do that you have a very, very high converting landing page, because you need to convert people within 1 to 2 clicks. You need like a 50% conversion rate to make that an efficient lead source. But there's other ways to use Google Ads that can make it a bit more affordable, and that's looking for long tail keywords. And what do I mean by long tail keywords? That's a string of keywords that most people aren't bidding on because they're bidding on the word insurance, or they're bidding on the like one keyword that's really expensive. So if you're gonna do long tail, you wanna look at buying keywords, and buying keywords are things like top 3 insurance companies for people ages 50 to 65. Like if somebody's searching that, they're really, really interested in finding something out. And if they click on an ad from that, they're probably gonna be very close to the buying decision. So you really wanna think in the prospect's mind of what they'll be searching on Google. And there's a lot of cool tools you can use. Google has a ton of them in their own ad network, like Google Keyword Planner. And just use those, or even like the search bar in Google. If you start typing something, it'll give you suggested search results. Use that, but really get your head in the brain of the prospect looking for insurance and what they'll be typing out, and then start looking at those. That's how I would do Google Ads. All right, the next one on my list, number 3, coming at you, it's called SEO, search engine optimization. And search engine optimization, SEO, is you ranking your page on Google or Bing or Yahoo or whatever the search engine is that you want to be ranking on, or all of them. You have to do certain things in order to rank organically. So organically just means not with the ads, just naturally. Some pros and some cons to SEO. Some pros are that it's free. It's 100% free, other than the time you put in to actually build up the site and build what it takes to get it to rank, which is quite a bit of work. But at the end of the day, you can build an asset that's gonna bring you leads for the next 10, 20 years for free. And then you can even sell that site and make a lot of money off of it. So SEO can be really, really lucrative. It takes work and it takes time to get started, but it's free and it's a great asset. Now, if SEO is something that you want to do, a few things to keep in mind. You want to use WordPress to build your site, because a lot of these other site builders, they're not optimized for SEO, and so they will never have a really good chance of ranking. WordPress is one of the best places you can build a site if you know that you want to try and rank it. Now, a couple other things to pay attention to when you are going to be going into SEO, and that is on-page optimization. So what does that mean? When you're trying to rank something with Google, we'll just use Google for this example. Google goes through and it crawls your site and it reads everything that you have, starting from the title of the site, then the titles of the pages, and then all of the words in the pages, the images, everything in there. And if it doesn't have anything to do with the keyword that you're trying to rank for, you're not gonna rank for that keyword. So one of the best things to do when starting out with SEO is to actually plan and do some keyword research and look at what are some of the keywords that you want to start ranking for, and then build your site and build your pages around that. And then some of the things that you need to pay attention to in building that are, again, the title of your site, the titles on your page, the H1 tags, which are like the headers of your articles, the big headers. Those are the things that Google pays attention to. You want to have those keyword optimized as well. And then some of the content and writing in between too. And then the next main point when it comes to SEO is you need to get links, because Google wants to know that there's trust there and that the site actually has to do with what it's being ranked for. So really what you're looking for with SEO is to build relevant content to what you want to rank for on Google. And then the next main important part is getting links from other relevant sites to what you're building your site about, which would be insurance in this case. And I may have done the order incorrectly, but we should have gone 5 direct mail, 4 Google Ads, 3 SEO. Number 2 is YouTube ads. Now, some of you might be getting mad at me because YouTube is a division of Google, but I consider them different things because they're vastly different. And in today's day and age, 2020, YouTube is such a better opportunity, at least for the insurance market, than Google Ads is. And that's because there's so much real estate open on YouTube right now compared to Google, compared to Facebook, compared to anywhere else. YouTube is super wide open. And the other thing is, your clients are on there. No matter what type of insurance you want to sell, whether it's final expense, mortgage protection, PNC, annuities, Medicare, it doesn't matter. Your clients are on YouTube and it's growing every single day. So it's also a really kind of a big barrier to entry because most people aren't comfortable on camera. So if you can get past that or push yourself to get past that, you're gonna be able to reach a whole bunch of untapped potential and a bunch of untapped customers that other people are scared to do. And if you want to go one step past just being brave enough to do it, if you get good at it, if you just practice making videos, that's going to up your conversion rate a ton. So at the end of the day, YouTube is one of the best, and it's also one of the newer platforms you can advertise on, but your audience is there. It's as massively scalable as any of these other platforms, and it's just something that is going to be better for longevity because people are scared to make videos. People are scared to get in front of a camera, be themselves. And another thing that does for you is it gets you in front of the prospect before you even talk to them. So they see who you are. They start to see your personality. They start to understand you. They hear your voice. So by the time you even get on the phone to give them a quote or help them with insurance, they already know, like, and trust you. So YouTube is a really, really, really good opportunity in 2020. All right, and number one, I may be a little bit biased because this is my favorite, but I think Facebook ads is the number one way you can be advertising or marketing for insurance if you are running your own insurance business or insurance agency. And I say that for two reasons. One, it's a great place to get in front of tons of people. You will not have a volume issue on Facebook. You may end up running into a volume issue slightly on Google and a little bit on YouTube because a lot of those two rely on people actually searching for your product. Now, it doesn't have to. There's ways you can use Google and YouTube to get in front of people that didn't even know that they were shopping for insurance. But if you really want to take the most advantage of those two platforms, using people that were already searching and already in the buying intent mode for insurance, that's what those are best used for. But Facebook, on the other hand, nobody goes on Facebook because they're looking for insurance. Nobody goes on Facebook because they are typing in insurance. It's not something that people think. But it's a different type of advertising. You're taking somebody that didn't know they even wanted it and taking them through this process to where they're like, oh, this is something I might need. Okay, now we're on to the landing page or the lead form or whatever it is. Okay, this is something that I actually need. They're emotionally charged. They're like, they understand what you're saying. You can take people that didn't even know that they wanted insurance all the way through to becoming a client. That's why I think Facebook is really, really cool because you're just able to reach so many more people. You're able to convince people. Now, some people don't like that, and it is a bit harder compared to just finding somebody that searched for insurance quotes and then you just are able to convert them. So with that said, it's a little bit tougher and you have to be a little bit more creative when creating your landing pages and creating these assets that are going to flip somebody's mind or convince them that this is something they need to do and something they need to take action on right now. But at the end of the day, there's so much volume there. There's so much business there. It's one of the best platforms to advertise for people. And the other thing is, it's very, very easy to get set up. Facebook has continually managed to optimize their platform, making it simpler and simpler for the end user. It's not something that you need to study marketing and advertising and tactics and strategies for an entire year before you can get ads up and running. I have people coming through my program every single day that can go through it, listen to what I say, understand Facebook, and have ads up and running in 2 to 3 days. So it's something that's very, very simple. And that's why it's number one on my list, because when it comes down to advertising for an insurance company or insurance agency and you need to bring it in-house because that's so important, like I've already talked about, having something simple that you can get going within a week or 2 weeks at most is very, very important. So that's why Facebook is my number one on the list, and Instagram can kind of go along with that if you're advertising to the younger demographic. All right, awesome guys. If you stuck around this long in the video, you're a champion. I appreciate you so much. If you guys want to hear any more about those, I know almost all the videos that I've made so far on this channel have been about Facebook ads, but there's a lot more that I know about, and there's a lot I can do a lot of research on to help you guys out. If you want to hear more about direct mail, put a 5 in the comments. If you want to hear more about Google ads, put a 4 in the comments. If you want to hear more about SEO, put a 3 in the comments. If you want to hear more about YouTube ads, put a 2 in the comments. And if you want to keep hearing about Facebook ads, throw up a big 1. But awesome, seriously, appreciate you guys so much. I'm gonna start coming out with more YouTube videos. I'm gonna try to get to a 2-a-week schedule. Right now we're at a 1-a-week schedule, but really appreciate you guys viewing. Please hit the like button, please subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.